On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
And that's not to say that a man can't see a woman and be like, I'm going to go with the flow and then fall madly, deeply in love with her. That can absolutely happen. But like in the beginning, in my opinion, I think that men do know what they want. And if they know that they want you, you're going to know. And it's not going to be anything that anyone is confused about.
But so are you knowing if you want that man before the first date?
It's not about him. It's not about him. It's not about if I want him. It's
No, but
about what I want.
Can they answer my question first? Do you know if you want that man before the first date? If you want that man in your life, you could be dating with the purpose of dating to be married.
Are you talking about like online connections and stuff?
No, I'm just talking before you actually go on a date with him. Before
no,
you go on a
no,
date.
It's not about you as a woman. I don't think so. A man knows that if he's ready, he's ready.
Okay, y'all so quiet, so I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's too damn quiet. Let me turn it up a little bit. I don't hear no stagnant, no nothing. It's just.
I mean, it's quiet because Logic's not here, so.
Oh wow!
I'm playing.
Oh,
wow. That's quiet already.
Yeah, already.
He about to be in the comments trolling. I know him.
All right, let's get this show started, man. We're gonna move on to our first topic, man. We're gonna have a little bit of relationship talk all throughout the night. People love relationships, right? I guess they do. It seems to be the trend. Everybody talk about it, right? That's all you see in the media. So our first topic of the night is it a red flag when a man says, I'm going with the flow? Ladies, is it a red flag when a man says, I'm going with the flow? Don't all speak at once now. Come on.
It's a red flag.
You gonna follow someone? You just want us to just jump out?
I mean, like I thought you guys would empower yourselves, but I guess we're not there yet. That's okay. We're gonna tread lightly.
So
go ahead, Kayla.
That's only a red flag if you want obviously more than just to go with the flow. If you want more, if you want a relationship, you want marriage, that's something that you want, then him going with the flow, yep, red flag that you're more than likely not the one. I'm not saying it's like a red flag, like he's not a good person or he doesn't mean well, he won't treat you good and under whatever terms y'all have established, but that just means that you already know right there, like he's more likely not relationship material. So
okay.
I'm
sorry.
Okay, JR. No. Don't say anything before you make it into some kind of clip. I think that, if someone says they're going with the flow, I mean, at what age? Like in your 30s and stuff? Like, I don't think that is necessarily a good sign. I think that when someone really wants you or really likes you, they're not going to use that type of language of, oh, I'm just going to see what happens. I feel like, in my observation and in my opinion, that when a man wants you, like, he makes it known. If you're confused, then maybe he's not sure. But I think that language is not necessarily like a red flag, but, like Kayla said, it depends what you're trying to do. If you want something serious, you might want to figure out what's going on with that.
It's interesting. I can't wait to get to the guys.
There's nothing to figure out. You already know what's going on with that. He ain't.
No, I'm saying like figure out what's going on with that. Like what you gonna do? Like,
okay.
How are you going to move with this information? I just don't feel like men in their 30s and 40s and 50s and beyond that are serious about a woman are like, we're just gonna go with the flow in terms of the relationship. Like maybe if it's like, oh, we're going on a date, we're going to this place and then we'll go with the flow after that, fine. But in terms of like the woman, go with the flow.
I mean, is he saying this like from the first date? Like,
I'm just speaking in general. It's up to you where you want to place it at.
Okay, so I'm gonna place it on the first date. Like, I feel like before the first date, if he said he's gonna go with the flow, like he's trying to feel you out. Like, I wouldn't overthink that too much. Like we haven't even met, so I definitely wouldn't overthink it. And I would just take it step by step. Like, and then there's going to be follow-up questions like what you want intentions wise with someone in the future. But I wouldn't say it's a red flag completely and mark him off, because a red flag means like he's canceled completely, I feel. But I wouldn't take it too serious like that, because sometimes men just don't know what they want until they got it in front of them. So I wouldn't take it too serious if he says it over the phone before meeting him. But
I kind of disagree a little bit. I don't think it's a red flag. I think men do know what they want, especially if they want a relationship. If you're not the woman, he definitely would say, go ahead on. I'm trying to find the one. I'm ready to be married. I'm ready. I'm financially stable. I got my shit together. So I'm ready. So it's not no going with the flow, because I don't think men like to waste their time when they're ready for the one. So is it a red flag? No. If he's just going the flow, just saying he's just having you along, tagging you along until he finds, or either he's ready for the one or he's just got you tagging along, waiting on somebody else. So I don't think it's a red flag.
Courtney,
I was talking more on before the first date. I mean, he doesn't even know you like that to take it serious. But no, you're right on that per se. Let's say if y'all gotten to know each other, you're definitely right. But I'm talking about first date. He don't know you and stuff like that. But I agree with you on that part.
I'm talking about really the first date too.
He doesn't even know you.
Men about their business is not necessarily wasting time. So if he's telling you he's going with the flow, you ain't the one. And I think men kind of knows who to date and who they're going to seriously date. I don't think it takes that much time necessarily, but even on the first date, the man is dating you with intentions. The women date with intentions. I'm dating to find a wife. If on the first date I'm telling you I'm going with the flow, I mean, you can take your time with it, but I think men know.
Courtney, real quick to respond to what you said, because I think that was really good. In my experience and just observation, I think that men definitely, if they want you, they're not wasting like a lot of time, especially past like the younger years, in high school or undergrad. Okay, that's different maybe. But in adulthood, I don't think a lot of men are out here like, you know what? I'm going to play around and let her try to do like playing those games. I think that when a man really wants you, it is very clear, very early on. And if it's not, then, and that's not to say that a man can't see a woman and be like, I'm going to go with the flow and then fall madly, deeply in love with her. That can absolutely happen. But like in the beginning, in my opinion, I think that men do know what they want. And if they know that they want you, you're going to know. And it's not going to be anything that anyone is confused about.
But so are you knowing if you want that man before the first date?
It's not about him. It's not about him. It's not about if I want him. It's
no,
about
but can they answer my question first? Do you know if you want that man before the first date? If you want that man in your life, you could be dating with the purpose of dating to be married.
Are you talking about like online connections and stuff?
No, I'm just talking before you actually go on a date with him. Before
no,
you go on a date.
It's not about you as a woman. I don't think so. A man knows that if he's ready, he's ready.